let's move on to our last story. Now, this is all about, will Kyle Richards leave the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in favor of joining Buying Beverly Hills? That's right, Mauricio's Netflix show. Now, as we know, Kyle has been playing very, very coy with whether or not she's going to return this season. She's like, I don't know if I'm coming back. I might need a break from the Real Housewives. It's been a lot. And she also really hasn't been giving. She's been very coy to the point of telling us it's nobody's effing business about her separation, split, pending divorce from Mauricio. She's been playing very coy, not really telling us either way about her alleged lesbian relationship with Morgan Wade. She hasn't really been giving. She hasn't been honest about the demise of her friendship with Dorit Kemsley. All three of those things are very juicy things that we would love to see if she's being honest about it and if she's being real about it, but she hasn't actually given us anything. She's also being coy about whether or not she's going to sign her contract to come back. Now, this is the thing. Is she kind of on the fence because she's going to be joining the Buying Beverly Hills season 3? So this is from Screen Rant, and it says, Netflix dropped all 10 episodes of its unscripted series Buying Beverly Hills Season 2 on March 22nd, and fans are already wondering if Kyle Richards will continue to appear in Season 3. The series, which first premiered in November of 2022, chronicles real estate broker Mauricio Umansky and his staff at the agency as they hunt down the perfect properties for their high-end clients. In addition to his career, the show documents the challenges he faces in his turbulent personal life. Mauricio made his television debut on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 1 as the husband of Kyle Richards. With 27 years of marriage behind them, Kyle and Mauricio were considered one of Bravo's franchise's most solid couples. However, Kyle and Mauricio have recently hit a rough patch in their marriage. Their marital conflict has played out in both The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Buying Beverly Hills, which they both appear in. Kyle appeared only briefly in Buying Beverly Hills Season 2, but will she continue to appear in Season 3? Now, let's break down why she may or may not. I personally think in order for Buying Beverly Hills to continue to be a success, because it kind of is, it's not a resounding success, but it is a good show. It's entertaining, it's decent, whatever. Season 2 did way better than Season 1, again, because of that halo effect. Everyone's talking about, Kyle and Mauricio split. So that from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills bled into everybody flocking to Season 2 to get more of the tea and the juice because Kyle gave us nothing, right? So it's doing a lot better because of that juice. I think without that storyline, Buying Beverly Hills would be very flat. It would, to me, without it, it should be on like MTV or something. Is MTV still around? I feel like it should be on like an MTV show because like the whole Alexia Sophia crap, like, oh my God, stop. Anyway, let's keep going. Kyle had a larger presence in Season 2. Rumors of Kyle and Mauricio's troubled marriage had circulated the reality universe for many years, but they recently came to the surface. Instead of playing out on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, as many would have expected, news of Kyle and Mauricio's separation was broken in the Buying Beverly Hills Season 2 trailer. During the official trailer that Netflix released on YouTube, Mauricio and Kyle addressed the separation face-to-face, and then Mauricio explained it's the couple to the couple's daughters who work for him at his real estate brokerage firm. Details of Mauricio and Kyle's separation will likely continue to play out on Buying Beverly Hills Season 3. This is also true because remember, cameras had to pick back up for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because the news of their separation had broke in that People magazine story, like a source close to the couple, blah, 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 blah. And so cameras had to then pick back up, right? But cameras were currently filming for Buying Beverly Hills because Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has a different filming schedule than Buying Beverly Hills. So the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was filming way before they started filming Buying Beverly Hills. There's a bit of an overlap, but there's a lag, which is why we get way more information on Buying Beverly Hills than we do on Beverly Hills, but Kyle was still holding back. She was still lying and holding back. She blamed it on Mauricio. Remember, she's like, he didn't want to talk about it. Well, he talked about it all during his show. Maybe he was being selfish and wanted to save the storyline for him. Okay. Mauricio and Kyle's split was the biggest storyline. In Buying Beverly Hills Season 2, Mauricio tearfully sits down with Farrah, Alexia, and Sophia Umansky to discuss his impending separation from their mother. I had an amazing 26 years with your mom, Mauricio shares with his daughters around a table in the family's sprawling backyard. I wanted to do everything possible to just save it. So, your mom came to me and talked to me, and she said, I think I need space. Farrah, Alexia, and Sophia were all stunned into silence. Kyle on Buying Beverly Hills created more drama. Again, I agree with this. Selling high-end property to well-heeled clientele is good, but people are tuning in to Buying Beverly Hills Season 2 for the drama. Kyle and Mauricio were the couple everyone wanted to be. They were attractive, happy, and deeply in love. Or so everyone thought. Over the last few years, it was revealed that Kyle and Mauricio's marriage was hanging on by a thread, and there were even accusations of Mauricio's infidelity. The internet was rife with speculation about their troubled marriage. Kyle should have more airtime in Buying Beverly Hills Season 3. Kyle and Mauricio's daughters were understandably shocked and hurt by the news of the separation. They explained that they only realized there were problems in their parents' marriage a few months prior, so this was a surprise. Kyle had been dealing with the drama that stemmed from their dissolving marriage on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and Mauricio is tackling it on Buying Beverly Hills. The drama will likely continue to unfold on Season 3. And with so many of her daughters appearing on the show, Kyle may be around more. Season 2 just premiered. It has yet to know if it has been renewed. I think they will be renewed for Season 3. And yeah, it says despite only airing for 2 seasons, Buying Beverly Hills has gained quite the following. And again, that's because of the popularity of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So I do think that they will get a Season 3. And I think that Mauricio, in my opinion, I think he had to show the demise of his marriage on his show because I think the show was on thin ice with Netflix. And I'll tell you why. So, Season 1 of Buying Beverly Hills was pretty much a flop. There was a lot of backlash. There was boycotted because of everything that was going on. It premiered during the time of Lisa Rinna, Diana Jenkins, Kathy Hilton, Garcelle Bouvet, all Erica Jane Girardi, Kyle Richards, all of that very dark season of Buying Beverly Hills with the racism, the homophobia, the bots, all of that horrible garbage dark stuff. I don't even want to talk about that crap anymore. But during all of that was when Buying Beverly Hills Season 1 debuted. And it was such a backlash. Remember, people boycott it, don't watch it. It pretty much was a flop. It did okay, but not what Netflix expected. Because remember, put your executive hat on. As a Netflix executive, I'm going to greenlight this project, Buying Beverly Hills, because I want to get the millions and millions and millions of engaged and passionate viewers of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, of the Bravo franchise, to now be converted to Netflix subscribers because they're going to want to watch Kyle Richards' husband and daughters on this show. But instead of having that halo effect for Season 1, it was the opposite because they themselves were getting all of the backlash for being mean girls and being racist and targeting people and, Diana Jenkins and alleged SA trafficking. All of that stuff was just a huge thing. Mauricio laughing at Erica cussing out Garcelle's son, all of that backlash. But I think they also wanted to make sure that they would get their return on investment, so they give them a Season 2. Now, Season 2, that's where they got their return on investment because now everybody's tuning in to what the hell happened between Kyle and Mauricio. What's really the juice? Why are they divorcing? Who's cheating? What happened? What's the goods? And because Kyle gave us so little on the show, then strategically, because again, I think it was from Kyle and Mauricio's camp, very strategically, all of a sudden, a quote source is dropping to People magazine that they've split after 27 years. So right after that happens, all of a sudden they have to pick back cameras up on Buying Beverly Hills. And then it becomes the perfect segue into Buying Beverly Hills season 2. And then that's when they get that bump. That's when we get that trailer of Mauricio having this spilling the guts about everything happening with him and Kyle to the girls. And the girls are crying. And Kyle is not heavily, but way more featured in season 2 than she was in season 1. Season 1, Kyle did not physically appear on the show. She had about a 3-second FaceTime conversation with Farrah when she got engaged. Other than that, Kyle was not on season 1. Season 2, Kyle is featured. She's having dinners with the girls. She's doing her Amaze shopping in Aspen. She's crying with him. It's a whole thing. Then season 2 very much becomes about the Umanskis. Doesn't matter that they're getting divorced, doesn't matter they're having a hard time. It is very much Kyle is very, very present. She's shopping with the girls. She's doing this, she's doing that. They're having the hard conversations. They're hanging out in Aspen together, all of these things. So now Netflix gets that return because now they got that bump. Now everybody is tuning in. Now it's juicy. Now we want to know what's going to happen. I personally think it was all strategy from their marketing and PR and advertising teams because it's just too, again, we don't believe in coincidence. We believe in conspiracy. The timing was just too perfect. Cameras down on Beverly Hills. Boom, People magazine article drops with the source that they're separating. Cameras up for Beverly Hills. They have that weird extra scene about the breakup and Erica talking to Kyle. Then boom, seamlessly goes into the premiere for Buying Beverly Hills, and they're picking up and they're talking about it. And that's why we're watching. I don't think people are watching Buying Beverly Hills because they want to see what Sophia is going to do or what Alexia is going to do. That becomes fun fodder 100%. It's, let's talk about Zach. Let's talk about Ben. Let's talk about what's going on with them. Let's look at the beautiful houses and who's dating or whatever. Sure, of course, that's entertaining and it's fodder. But people are tuning in because they want to see what the hell is happening with Kyle and Mauricio. So kudos, brilliant strategy, but don't act like this is all just happenstance, that this just magically happened, that the timing just magically happened where now Buying Beverly Hills is now this big success. And now all of a sudden Kyle is a key cast member miraculously. I still don't think they're going to get divorced. I don't know why, but I just in my gut, I don't think they're going to get divorced. I don't. I don't. I could be wrong. Maybe they will really get divorced. Maybe not. But I think they're going to milk it at least for another couple of seasons. I think they will eventually reconcile. That's just what I think. I think they will eventually get back together. I do. But I think if they do get divorced, I actually think it'll be Mauricio's choice and not Kyle's. Because I think Mauricio now is getting too much of a taste of freedom without consequence. He's like, oh, wait, I can cheat in public and not be cheating and not be the bad guy. Okay. But I still don't think that they actually will. I think they'll ultimately get back together. So who knows? Oof, you guys. So with that, put it down below. Are you watching Buying Beverly Hills? Do you think Kyle might leave the Real Housewives to join full-time Buying Beverly Hills? Do you think she'll do what she did last season, which is be a cast member on both shows? And do you think all of this was, sure, there may be some truth to them having problems, because I do think they are having problems. I do think that's real because I don't think Kyle and Mauricio are that good of actors. You feel the tension. You feel they are going through it. So them going through it, I do think is real. But I also think the timing of everything is also very calculated. And it's also to boost ratings and viewership and to have storylines. So I think they're taking what they're going through and capitalizing on it, for lack of a better word. So I think Kyle will obviously be back for season 14. She's not going anywhere. And I think that if they're smart at buying Beverly Hills, they will bring Kyle on in a much bigger role. And more featured, because to be honest with you, that's the anchor of the show. That's the juice. The what's going on with the daughters and the little, stupid stuff going on between the agents. It's cute, but it's not enough to sustain a show. So I think if they're smart, they would definitely bring Kyle back. And Kyle's not going anywhere on Beverly Hills. So as always, let me know what you guys think, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share. So with that, you guys, I am going to drop the link in case anybody wants to come up and